Hello world, you're watching 80s Music Twin Ranked. I'm Joel.
I'm Chris.
And we're talking now about one of our favorite artists of the 80s. Madonna. Not.
She, likely she could have been, on somebody's list, the first artist, because she's probably the biggest in the 80s of anybody,
Think about this. Okay, so
she dominated the 80s.
She did dominate. Think about the people specifically, though, the ones that got megastar status. Michael Jackson, Prince, Whitney Houston,
We haven't even done
Madonna,
her yet.
and she's the only one living out of that group. I just don't.
Oh yeah.
Think about that. So she's made that mark. But I mean, technically, is her career still going? Would you say? She hasn't put.
She's trying. She's trying. I saw her.
So we'll give her that.
Saw her on Tonight Show like 4 or 5 years ago, and we were like, stop already.
I mean, it is impressive because female artists do not normally last as long as male artists. Just especially especially in movies.
13 number ones. Her latest was 4 minutes with Justin Timberlake.
Right. Well, do you consider that hers?
She's part of it.
Yeah, I did give that to you to rank, but by herself, 12. I mean, that's still pretty good. She's considered in the world the best-selling female artist of all time.
Yes.
Not in the United States, though. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Barbara Streisand and Mariah Carey beat her in the U.S. But still, that top 3 is still pretty good. And yeah, so most of her number ones, bet you didn't know this, maybe you knew this. Most of her number ones, however, come from
what album?
they come from the 80s.
Okay, yes.
Okay, so her career spans, 4 decades? Let's just say that. How many songs you think are in our top 10 outside of the 80s?
Half?
You're going to be surprised.
One. Oh, okay. So
almost.
There
must be
all.
Top 10
Okay.
So I mean, that's when her good stuff was.
I figured maybe there's some 90s.
Yeah. I would have thought some too. But remember, in the last video, you said our lists are going to be all over the place. It's true. This one is just like Elton John, where we disagree on a lot. Something else. We're not to our top 10 yet, but here's another thing. So only one time in all of our videos has either of our number ones not made our top 10 list.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so every single one.
Your top 10,
every single
ones haven't made.
They have made it for every single list except for one on the exact same video. Billy Joel. You had Piano Man and I had Modern Woman, and neither one made the number one or made our top 10.
Right.
Madonna's the second artist. Okay. Neither one of our number ones.
She had too many hits. That's why.
Yes. So you let your number one and my number one. We both disagree with. So that's something else. So she, out of her 12 solo number ones, 7 of them are from the 80s. Okay. So she got big pretty quick.
Yeah.
And then 4 from the 90s, and 1 in 2000, and then she didn't have any after that, other than that Justin Timberlake one. So. But she's known as the Queen of Pop. She should be known as the movie queen. Kenny Loggins has the movie king, right? And I'm talking about songs and actually appearing.
And actress. Okay, so I got all her movies.
Granted, you got Barbara Streisand, who's up there in movies.
Yeah. She had quite a few 80s, probably some 90s too. All right, here is Madonna's movies. Oops. She started with Vision Quest.
Technically, she started in 1979 in some oddball 1-hour movie.
Oh, yeah.
Called A Certain Sacrifice.
Yeah, yes. I heard about that.
As her original name, Louise Sissode.
Yes, I heard about that. In the 90s, I did hear about that movie.
Okay.
And I couldn't find it anywhere.
Right.
We had video stores.
Go through the list. I'll tell you whether I've seen them or not.
Okay, so Vision Quest was the very first one she had.
She was a bar singer.
She was a bar singer, and she, of course, has Crazy For You.
And some other movie called Gambler, or a song.
Yeah, but that's her big hit. Okay,
Right.
The same year, she did Desperately Seeking Susan.
She was not the star,
But everybody thinks she is.
everybody thinks she's the central character.
Yeah, that's Rosanna Arquette.
Right.
Okay,
Have
so
you seen
and
either
of
of
course,
those?
no, I haven't seen any of her movies. The only one,
I think I have seen both.
actually, I can't say that. I've seen two, maybe no, three.
Probably.
Five. Never mind. I've seen five. I've seen five. I've seen her documentary, Truth or Dare.
Oh, have you
It's
really?
black and white.
I have not.
Warren Beatty's in it because
Okay.
during the Dick Tracy time.
Now, I have not seen that, but I have seen the SNL skit based on that.
Okay.
With Wayne and Garth.
And of course, Die Another Day. She has a bit part in it.
She fences with
Yeah,
James Bond
so
in it.
we've both we're James Bond fans, so we've both seen that. Body of Evidence with Willem Dafoe and
I think I've seen
Julianne
it
Moore's in
when
it
it was
too.
on cable. Yeah, Willem Dafoe, right?
Yeah, I've seen that. A League of Their Own, Tom Hanks. I've seen that.
Okay.
And I said one more. Maybe that was it. No, Dick Tracy.
Dick Tracy, I haven't seen that.
And
She actually
I was spoiled. She turns out, as far as I remember, I think she was the bad guy. At the end.
Breathless Mahoney, and
I think she
was.
turned because there was a masked villain
Correct.
or something, and
Yes.
it was Madonna.
And that movie has a ton of actors who are in disguises that you can't.
The only thing I remember is Dustin Hoffman
Right,
speaking
with
really
mumbles.
fast, and they recorded him, and then he slowed it down. It says somebody, I can't remember who did it. Did it. Lily did it. Like, I got him.
Okay, so in Dick Tracy, her song, the song she sings,
Sooner or later.
did win the Academy Award, the Oscar for Best Song in a Movie. However, she didn't get the Oscar. It goes to the writers of the song. So she didn't have any authorship of the song.
Okay, continuing. She had At Close Range. She wasn't in it, but she sang Live to Tell, and she did marry Sean Penn, who was in
Yeah,
it.
doesn't the video make it look like she was in it? Doesn't it show her like running in the?
She's singing in a stage where she's just
I
on
could
a
have
chair.
swore the person
She's just on a
running
chair.
to Sean Penn was her.
She's just on a chair.
Okay.
Singing, and then there's movie clips.
She had
Shanghai
her own-
Surprise
her
was
and
with
Sean
her.
Penn,
Sean
right?
It was critically
Was it-
panned.
Right.
It was a commercial failure.
Who's
Flop.
that girl? Was Sean Penn in that one too?
No, that was Griffin Dunn,
Oh, okay.
who was in After Hours. That guy.
She was in a movie called Bloodhounds of Broadway. I don't know what that is. Shadows and Fog, a Woody Allen movie. I've seen that one. It's also black and white.
Those aren't our favorites.
Woody Allen's character is actually chased because they think he's Jack the Ripper or something like that.
Yeah, but I'm talking about her famous films.
Right.
There was a couple, like A Dangerous Game with Harvey Keitel. I don't even what direct video. I didn't even know about it.
Quentin Tarantino, you just showed me a video of his. He made a
Four films,
four
rooms.
and
I've seen it. I've seen that
in
film.
one of the skits. And she starred with Antonio Banderas in Evita. The first time people actually liked her in a movie. And then
She had Swept Away with
Which
Guy
was-
Ritchie, which she also
that was her
married.
second husband. And that's when she, after that, Die Another Day, they're like, don't put her in another movie.
But no, she said she vowed never to be in the movie.
Oh, okay.
Because they hated.
They
Swept
hated
Away.
that, and Die Another Day got rid of James
Yeah.
Bond off the screen.
So now we also have. You wouldn't think, but last week we did ALO. How would they possibly
have a connection with Madonna? Tell me.
ELO, now I said last week it was Spy Who Shagged Me. Had Evil Woman in one of their films.
Okay.
It was actually Gold member.
Oh, okay.
But Madonna has Beautiful Stranger.
Coming from the second one.
The second one, yeah.
Spy Who Shagged
So they both did Austin Powers.
Okay.
So that's how they're
That's a good connection. All right. Hey, I like that. By the way, since we're on movies, she has been nominated for 8 Razzie Awards.
Of course, yeah.
She has won 6 of them.
One critic said it's hard to watch her act, but you can tell she's trying her darndest.
And then, she's been filled with controversy. Really don't want to get into most of her controversial stuff because we're ranking her music, not her outside
Yeah.
stuff.
But you
even
can take your
even her-
pick. Like a Prayer. All the imagery, religious imagery,
Burning a cross
or
and
when
stuff.
she was doing her live on stage like a virgin, where she was writhing around. Yeah, she's got a lot of.
I mean, her dominatrix outfits in her videos.
Yeah, that one video was it Just My Love?
I don't. Yeah, it had nudity in it.
brief. It says.
Yeah, I don't
it had
know.
all.
It
a
wasn't
bunch of-
her though, right? It was somebody else.
No, yeah.
Okay, and yeah. Anyway, she has outside stuff too, books and some magazines she's been in. We're not gonna go over that. Now, she did her video, Material Girl. I like the connections in that. I did not know that actor. I thought it was Ron Silver or somebody like that. Reminded me of the Die Hard villain, or not the villain, the other guy.
The guy who got shot.
Right, the guy. I thought that was the actor, and here it's Keith Carradine. Did you know that? He's saying "I'm Easy" and what that.
I know who Keith
Nashville.
Carradine is. He was on Dexter,
Oh, was he?
the series
Okay.
Dexter.
Yeah, he was the cool Carradine. The other one, he's a nerd.
Robert.
were they related to David?
Yeah, they're all brothers. All
Okay,
three
that's what
brothers.
I thought. So the Kung Fu
And they're all
guys
brothers,
also-
and they are the sons of John Carradine, who's a big
right
actor from
from way back when. Grapes of Wrath is his probably most famous. And then in Papa Don't Preach, her father was played by
Danny Aiello.
and Debbie Mazar is in a bunch of her videos too. They must have been friends. You're like, who's that? Danny Aiello, didn't he die recently?
Yeah, he died. It's been a while.
Couple of years. Okay.
10 maybe.
Yeah. One of the underrated movies he's been in, Hudson Hawk. People hate that movie.
Yeah, we went. To
I
the theater.
liked it.
We went to the theater and saw it.
I liked it. They break out in song. I'm like, that's pretty cool. Unlike anything Bruce Willis has been in before that. We've already said she has the 12 number ones, which I don't think that's a record. But she does have a record for the most number twos of an artist, and that's 6. So she has 6 songs that couldn't make it past the number 2 point.
At some point, there was a record she passed Elvis Presley on something. It was the most number 10s. The most number most
10s
hits
that reached the
most
number-
hits that
okay.
reached the top 10.
Gotcha.
Elvis Presley had 37, and she passed.
Okay. She actually sang a song for the. You mentioned she was in A League of Her Own. She actually has a song from that.
This used to be on
on Playground was the number 1 song. I don't remember that song ever being on the radio. How would it get up to number 1?
I remember it. Yeah, because I told you I had bought from a previous video. I think I said I had gotten Something to Remember. I believe that's what I got.
Okay. You did get one of hers. Okay. So she was only married to Sean Penn for 4 years. And then Guy Ritchie, 8 years. And then she dated a lot of people in between. Warren Beatty being one of them.
Carlos Leon, of course, she did not marry him, but he was a backup dancer, I want to say, or something. Physical trainer. And she had her first daughter.
Okay. That's the one she called Lord.
So
I think there's controversy over
Lola, and
her name is Madonna. Of course, we just celebrated Christmas. They were doing Madonna. She's farthest from that story.
Yeah, when you guys see this video, it will be New Year's.
It'll be afterwards.
New Year's Day.
Yep.
One of those.
Okay, so Weird Al, you said?
Well, Weird Al, of course, we know Weird Al did Like a Surgeon, which
Yes.
is a parody of Like a Virgin.
Right.
But he also did 2 songs for 2 different polkas, Polka Power and Polka Party. Ray of Light, Papa Don't Preach.
And if you watch I haven't watched it yet. If you have a Roku TV, you can watch the Weird Al movie, and it focuses, I think, on Madonna approaching Weird Al to do a parody. Of course, it makes him look like they hooked up. Too.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
Olivia Wilde
Is Madonna?
the actress plays Madonna.
Really? I
And
did not know
she's
that.
this was something they did 15 years ago, I think.
Okay.
And or 10 or 15 years ago. And when they did the movie, they refilmed these scenes because who was it? Daniel Radcliffe was not in the original video.
Okay. It was somebody else.
It was somebody else, but but they redid these scenes for this movie. So, but isn't it like if you see the Olivia? I don't know about the movie. I didn't watch it, but the Olivia Wilde thing. She's like, "Why are you doing this to me?" She does like the Vogue kind of thing while she's having a conversation with us. Like, very funny.
I have a Roku TV, so I could watch it, but it's downstairs, and I don't want to watch movies downstairs. so first time I remember seeing Madonna, Borderline. That was the video I remember.
Yeah.
And you know she's.
But it says they did 2 hits before that.
She had hits that were non-album singles that I don't remember, but that was the first I remember. And look, of course, yeah, back then she looked innocent. You know, playing on the playground, jumping rope, and it's like, yeah, right. That went bye really quick. Which album would you buy? You said you already bought.
I did buy one, but I bought one that had hits. It was kind of and it had a couple that were never released. One song I think it was on there is called "You'll See." Oh no, yeah, there is the "You'll See." Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I'll Remember.
Right.
You remember that song?
No, but isn't that the one on With Honors, the movie?
Oh yeah, actually I'm not sure it was on the cassette I bought. Okay, she has a song called "I Remember." This is why I want to bring it up.
Okay.
Because her first band was called not Emmy and the Emmys. That was another band. Her first band was Breakfast Club.
Oh yeah, which eventually there was another Breakfast Club.
Yeah. Well, there was a movie called you're right. It had like Randy Jackson was in it.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, but so the Breakfast Club. The song from that movie is from Simple Minds called "Don't You Forget About Me."
Forget about me. I'll remember.
All right.
That's fine. Okay. Right, you didn't answer the question though. Which album would you buy?
Probably True Blue.
True Blue. That would be the one I buy too. Not Like a Virgin, Not Like a Prayer.
No, it's got Las La Bonita. It's got I think Papa Don't Preach.
She's got a lot.
Cherish,
I like that about
those
her.
other kind of songs.
She doesn't. She has
True Blue,
a lot of songs that don't sound like anything she had done previously. She does have a lot, like Dress You Up and Express. Well, maybe not Express Yourself, but she has a couple. Like that sounds like that song, and that sounds like that song.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she does vary on a lot. In her later years, she's even got some weird videos in her later career. You know, not popular stuff. Nothing else matters or something like that. Where she's with Japanese geishas or something, and they're all doing these creepy moves. That's considered a type of dance.
My favorite video of hers. It was probably my number one song too.
Okay.
Rain, and that has like the Japanese film crew filming her singing, and it's got like the glass with the waterfall.
Yeah, she did a lot of videos apparently in Tokyo, and I think Jump was another one with all the parkour that was in Tokyo. Yeah, so I like that video.
I have a story, but it's a hearsay story because this did not happen to me. My wife told me this story. Okay, so we're Christians now. Go to Christian weddings all the time, right?
Right.
And so then you get a DJ play songs, and DJ not necessarily going to be a Christian, but so you just go pick all these songs. So she's told me that she was at a wedding reception. That they're all dancing out there, all these people, they have fun, and suddenly the DJ put music.
Okay.
On the do you remember the chorus? Music brings the people.
No, I don't.
Together.
Does it?
That music brings the people
I didn't remember
together. Okay, knowing those lyrics, this is what happened. Music.
Everybody left the dance floor. But you weren't there.
I wasn't there. As the story she told me.
That's pretty good. Okay, what was her biggest hit?
It's not Like a Virgin. It might be.
It might be Like a Virgin. I know the album we would.
Material.
True Blue was her top-selling album.
Yeah, Material Girl's up there. I mean,
Immaculate Collection, her first greatest hits, is probably her all-time best-selling.
Yeah.
Because it has obviously.
It's outsold any greatest hits up to that. It outsold them all.
Yep. Right, I think that's the album that girl was going to show me. I'm like, no, nothing. This week I was forced to listen to all the songs just to do this video.
If you listen to Lady Gaga's "Born This Way," it is a ripoff of. Express Yourself? No, so yeah, if you listen to Lady Gaga's I Was Born This Way, it sounds like Madonna's Express Yourself.
Of course, Born This Way was also parodied by Weird Al. Oh yeah,
But that's not Madonna, but still.
she's not 80s either.
That's Weird Al's closest to getting to Madonna's Express. No, he did a
Oh, okay.
like a surgeon, but
Okay.
to that song, Express Yourself, that was how.
Right now, Madonna's changed her hairstyle so many times too. Oh my goodness! And that kid, the kid that was in "Open Your Heart," I think it's "Open Your Heart." You know, is that "Open Your Heart" the one where she's the dancer with all the guys trying to take a peek? Is that video? And then like the end,
Maybe.
there's like this little kid. That kid grew
Oh
up.
yeah, she grabbed his hand and they start skipping away.
Yeah, but
Together.
yeah, and it's supposed to be like Charlie Chaplin or something, the kid. But he ended up growing up and being a producer of a lot of artists.
Okay.
So I don't know. He must have somebody in the family.
Oh, you talked about Prince who died. He produced one of her albums.
Which one? Erotica, probably.
Maybe
That's my
it
guess.
might have been. Yeah, it's possible.
She was. They never did any work together, though, right? You would think they would have did some work together.
No, she did work together with other people. Britney Spears,
Yes.
you know, Music for the Machine or something like that. I don't remember the title of the song.
Okay. We don't want this to be an hour video like Rush was.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
she does have a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So we'll just go ahead and get to our
Top 10.
Now, we'll do something different. A little bit. Just to show you guys how much of a music, how much music she has. I'm going to give you the 11 through 20. And people are going to say, how's that not the top 10? Okay? So, from 11 through 20, let me tell you the hits, and you're like, those should be the top 10, right? Like a Prayer at 11. Cherish, 12. My number one is Frozen, 13. Vogue, 14. Ray of Light, 15. Lucky Star, 16. Angel, 17. Jump, 18. Die Another Day, 19. Rain, your number one, 20. That was her 11 through 20. And those are all hits.
Frozen, the one that has the Indian kind of sounding.
Yes. That's why I like it.
And she got the other song.
Yeah.
I can't remember that title either. Where it goes.
Yeah, I forget that song. But yeah, right now we're frozen right now with the weather. But yeah, here's songs that did not even make our top 20. Borderline, Like a Virgin, Don't Tell Me, which is a pretty good video because like she pauses.
Yeah, well, she's that's one where she's walking and there's like a blue screen behind her.
Right. And they have her pause, and then she continues to sing and lip syncing, right?
Well, that's because the guitar.
Right.
Okay, it sounds like it's pausing.
Music, True Blue, Who's That Girl, You'll See Holiday. Didn't even make our top 20. Give you a wide variety of music. So 28 songs, like, how did that not make it? Because most of those weren't the 80s.
Yeah.
And that's where she was a huge star. Okay, so just to say that, honorable mention. Rain was your number one.
Yeah.
Cherish was also on your list. You'll See was on your list for the top 10. Didn't make it. My top 10, my number one was Frozen. I had Like a Prayer. I like that, the one, you disclude the video obviously, but you got the one who starts, was it Madonna or was it some other, that started to sound like it sounded like a black lady going, yeah, 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 toward the end of the song.
What song is that?
It's Like a Prayer.
Oh.
I'm like a prayer, and I'll take you there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Anyways,
Oh.
it sounds like a black lady singing with her. If that was Madonna, that didn't sound like her. And then I actually like Die Another Day, because it's a James Bond song. And then Vogue. So those are the
but
ones
it's the worst. It's one of the worst movies.
It is. But the more you listen to that song,
he's got he's being chased by a tsunami while he's paragliding.
Yes, that and the fact that they supposedly come up with an invisible car.
Yeah.
You can't do that. Some things we'll never have in this lifetime: time travel and invisibility, because God won't allow that. Too many bad things would happen if that ever came about. Okay, so number 10, coming from True Blue. This song did. I'm going to tell you what made number one too. True Blue made it as a number one hit. It was Papa Don't Preach. It made it despite me picking it at 18, and you had it at 8. There's only 3 songs both of us agree should be in the top 10.
Oh, really? Wow.
Number 9. I'm going to say it came from 2 places. One, it was in that movie At Close Range.
Live to Tell.
Live to Tell, but it also was on True Blue, so she included it on that album. It also hit number 1. I have this one even further. I had it at 20. You have it at 6. That's why it's higher up. Another number 1 song coming from Vision Quest. Crazy For You. I have it at 4. You have it way out at 20.
This list is amazing so far because it's got 2 slow songs on it.
Yes. This is probably one.
Because you think with us, we like the faster songs of artists, so you think our whole top 10 would be fast songs.
This is one out of all of the 80s. This is probably one of my favorite slow songs. Crazy For You. Okay, you know, different music parts to it. Okay, number 7. This one only went up to number 5, coming from Like a Virgin, is Dress You Up. I have this at 8. You have it at 14. A little bit peppier. I think the video.
What are you dressing up as him?
The video is nothing special. Is she in concert, right?
Yeah. But she's you're getting dressed up in
My Love. What's My Love look like? What are you wearing? I'm wearing love. Okay. This is crazy. I just did that song. Okay. By the way, going through these songs pretty fast. Papa Don't Preach. You would think she's on the side of anti-abortion because she's gonna keep her baby.
Oh right, yeah.
But yeah, I doubt that's her thought today.
Yeah, well, she's liberal, and she wanted a child really bad.
She did. She took out no, that wasn't her. Some other guy.
No, she took out Dad and said desperately seeking.
Number 6 song. One of her songs that went all the way up to number 2 from Like a Prayer. Express Yourself. I have this at 7. You have it at 13. I don't know. Maybe this is the turning point of our world going downhill. Everybody just needs to express themselves. No, you don't.
Stop expressing yourself.
Okay. From True Blue, going to number 4. La Isla Bonita. I have this at 12. You have it at 3. One of my favorite of hers that doesn't sound like a pop song.
That means what? Beautiful Island, I think.
Was she supposed to be a flamenco dancer?
I think it's Bonita is beautiful, I think.
Okay.
Beautiful Island.
Beautiful Island. Okay, yeah. And obviously it's in Spain. Because that's Spanish, right? Now, here's our one song in our top 10 list that wasn't from the 80s. And didn't even make the top 10 list. And at number 4, you have it at 4. I have it at 10. And that's the Austin Powers song.
Beautiful Stranger.
Beautiful Stranger. So technically she has 2 of her best songs to me are her spy movies.
Yeah.
Yes, Austin Powers and James
I like
Bond.
when she does the chorus and then she goes da 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 da.
Yeah, and that video mainly focuses on Mike Myers
yeah.
Constantly dreaming about being with her. Okay, number 3 song went all the way up to number 2 from Like a Virgin, be Material Girl. I have it at 11. You have it as your second best.
Now, you know, we didn't talk, you mentioned it earlier, but we didn't say anything about it. Material Girl, the video, I don't know if you know, it's based on...
I've watched that movie, Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. I've seen
Marilyn Monroe, right?
Yeah, she's like roommates with 2 other women, and each one has a different story. With one, I don't know if hers is specific with the older guy trying to woo her, and wants to give her jewelry, and so that'd be a Material Girl. As long as you give me stuff, I'll be with you. Today you call those sugar daddies, right? Okay, but anyways, yes. So, and she does a good job of looking like Marilyn Monroe in that video. Of course, nowadays there's like a movie put out every year, and somebody looks exactly like Marilyn Monroe, right? And by far she's outlived Marilyn Monroe. She was young when she died.
Yeah.
Okay, coming in at number 2, my second favorite song. You put this at 9, and also just like the one song "Live to Tell," this was on one of her albums, but also a soundtrack album, and it's "Into the Groove," which was in "Desperately Seeking Susan," also on her "Like a Virgin." This one never made the Billboard chart for some reason. I know it made the MTV music video Billboard or whatever. So that leaves our number 1, and get this, our number 1, we did both agree. It comes in at number 5. But it's our number 1. It made it all the way up to number 1 from True Blue, and that's "Open Your Heart." So there's your list that everybody disagrees with.
I'm sure.
I don't know, maybe. I mean, you grew up in the 80s, you might agree with that list, because almost all but one came from the 80s. So there you have it. And yeah, now we're past her. Now the only question about Madonna for our videos will be, did any of her albums make our album charts or our singles list for year end once we get to those?
Yeah, we're gonna get to the '80s albums
And
top
songs.
our
And
top
songs.
tens. Yeah.
So whether or not she made those, we
Probably might have, possibly.
yeah, we told you we weren't fans of hers, so maybe. Probably not. Anyways, so that's Madonna. Next week, we shift from, was she our 4th woman? Can't fit her into the OPP or anything.
No, we had done
Olivia Newton-John,
Gloria
Gloria
Estefan.
Stefan. Yeah, so it's,
Gloria Estefan would have been 4th.
that's right. She's 5th. Okay. No, we did Paula. No, Paula Abdul was before Gloria. Okay.
Paul Abdul made her OPP.
Okay.
Gloria Estefan was after.
Okay, and so Madonna is the one since. All right. So now we're shifting back to the men, and also back to black.
Back to black, and we're not talking about
it's not
AC/DC.
This will be your Lionel Richie. He was so definitely nothing like her. So that's next time. All right. We'll see you then. Bye.
Bye.